Hey, what's up everybody, Match the Gamer. If you like my channel and this video that I'm doing, please make sure you subscribe, greatly appreciate it. Now on to the video. What's up guys, Match the Gamer here. Today I'm going to be talking about something that I want to make abundantly clear before I get into it. I have nothing against the individual I'm about to talk about. I enjoy his videos, enjoy his content, enjoy his channel. I agree with him more often than not on a lot of things. In fact, I agree with him on some points he makes in his video, as we'll see in a minute, but unfortunately, this just happens to be one of those things where there are a few things I disagree with him on, and that said, please go check out his channel, but just know I am not sending any hate his way, and I would like to say, do not go and bug him at all about this. If you want to tell him I made a video, that's fine, but don't start arguing with him. Don't argue against him. Unless you're going to try to make a comprehensive, decent, reasonable argument without cursing, sound intelligent when you make a debate against this man, okay? So, that said, the individual I'm talking about is Super Jaiyan. Super Jaiyan is a very well-known DBZ YouTuber. He has 5,834 subscribers. So decent dude, knows what he's talking about. He's got this whole joke where he's like from space Australia. I enjoy the joke. Okay, excellent dude. Anyways, so he recently made a video called Super Saiyan Blue Kaio-Ken Plot Holes Rant. In this video, he details essentially why he was mad about his review of the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super, episode 39. He made a few points that to where I agree and disagree with. We'll get into that again in a minute. And a bunch of people basically commented on what he said in the video, trying to accuse him of being a Vegeta fanboy and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get into essentially what he said, what he said, and what I disagree and agree with him on. So first things first. Super Jaiyan is not a Vegeta fanboy, okay? Let's be abundantly clear. He is not a Vegeta fanboy. I don't know Super Jaiyan personally, but I mean, I do know him well enough based on his videos, his content, to know what kind of individual he is, and I can wholeheartedly say, without a shadow of a doubt, he is not a Vegeta fanboy. His next point he brings up is ki and stamina are the same thing. I agree. A character's ki is dependent on the amount of stamina they have. This is even true in real life, based on what I know about ki in like Buddhism and Shinto and stuff like that. If you don't believe me, look up stuff either done by Bruce Lee or like old Shaolin monk stuff, whatever. It's pretty evident, okay? It's real life. Toriyama did a pretty good job, mostly in regards to comparing the two. Now, the next point Super Jaiyan brings up is that the Super Saiyan form... Okay, let me back up real quick before we get confused. So, he says that everybody's right, of course, whenever Whis' training is all about ki control. This is true. We all know that. He's not arguing that. He knows that's what Whis' training is. Proper ki control. Excellent. Okay, so let's go back to Dragon Ball Z like he used in his video as an example, where Gohan and Goku trained in the hyperbolic time chamber for a year, which is actually a day, but outside, but a year in there, and after they came out, they were maintaining their Super Saiyan forms, and Vegeta makes comments along the lines of, "Oh, I can't sense their energy, it causes zero strain, blah blah blah." Okay, that's in the anime, in fairness. Okay, I went to the manga instead. I have a copy of the manga on my shelf, and I know Super Jaiyan does too, and I'm not sure why he didn't go to the manga to look this up, because there are times where Super references the manga, there's times where it references the anime, so I'm not really sure which ones it's trying to be more canonically correct to. I would assume the manga personally, but that's just me. So, I went to the manga for what exactly happened there, and Vegeta didn't make all the comments he made in the anime. He more or less said, "I can't feel their ki." Okay, so let's just say, for the sake of the matter, that they did make SSJ1 or Super Saiyan 1 or Super Saiyajin their natural state, if you will, like a state of where it feels natural. We don't know what percentage they were using, because we do know that characters can hold back a percentage of their power. Examples are, of course, Frieza, for example, who gradually increases power by increments from, obviously so much of a percentage to 100%, where he's all bulky. Gohan and Goku, but yes, while they were in Super Saiyan, they could have only been maintaining a 1% level of that power. Or maybe even more. I would assume more, but that's besides the point. Now, that said, if that's true, then surely whenever they go to higher levels, it's still going to cause a strain on their body, not to mention it's still leaking out ki. Whis' training is about ki control, but it's also about preventing any unnecessary leaking of ki. Even if they have made it to where it feels perfectly natural, even Vegeta in base form and Goku in base form are still letting unnecessary ki leak out, even though they have control over it to a better degree than what they probably used to. So Whis' training is not only about ki control, it's also about letting every ounce of ki be used without wasting any unnecessary ki, excluding the occasional missing of random ki blasts and such. So that said, I think that's why I think that's why it makes more sense there. Now, on to the third and final issue of essentially what this video is titled about, that the Super Saiyan Blue Kaio-Ken thing doesn't make sense. Now, what he is, let me be clear, he's not saying that it's impossible for the two to merge and work well, okay? Let's get that out of the way. He's not saying it's impossible for Super Saiyan Blue and Kaio-Ken to work together, okay? Just want to get that out of the way. What he was saying, though, is that essentially he just disagrees with a line in there that basically Goku said he's been trying to do this for a while. So I tried to sit there and think for a while if there was any point from the time Goku first learned Super Saiyan Blue, or at least showed a hint of knowing Super Saiyan Blue, up to now, to where Goku could have gone off to the side and trained. The issues are, though, is that if he did, Vegeta would have sensed it, even if he's asleep. Vegeta did sense Frieza approaching the ship while he was asleep. So, doesn't matter if Goku would have even been on the other side of the planet or even another world. Vegeta would have detected it if it was a huge power increase. And changing into Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta would have sensed that, and then multiplying it with Kaio-Ken, Vegeta definitely would have sensed it. The only place Goku could have reasonably gotten away with it is in the hyperbolic time chamber, but that would require Vegeta not being in the hyperbolic time chamber, because it's I'm not sure how to explain it, because Otherworld's stated to be like another dimension, and at the same time, so is the hyperbolic time chamber. So I'm not sure why you can sense people from Otherworld, but you can't sense people if they're in the hyperbolic time chamber. Dragon Ball's not always consistent. That's normal. Well, I'm used to that. Anyways, so I, again, tried to think of any given point to where Goku could have sat here and said, alright, I'm going to try to merge these two abilities into one. So, let's think back as far as we can in Dragon Ball Super. Heck, we'll even go Resurrection F when we first see the form appear in the movie. Of any given point where Goku could have reasonably said, okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to train. So I thought about it, and bear in mind, there has to be a moment where Vegeta is not around and somehow extremely far away, because, I mean, like, we're talking insanely far away. So, one option, I really couldn't find any options. I mean, maybe, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but maybe Goku could have went in Whis' staff without Vegeta at some point and trained in there some more. I don't know. There's also the possibility that maybe, I don't know, they forgot what Vegeta can do. Well, that's most likely the thing, but I really can't think of any instance where Goku had the ability to train and try to merge the two abilities. Now, it is possible maybe before even learning Super Saiyan Blue. It's possible whenever Vegeta went to train with Whis and they're focusing on his stuff, maybe Goku while he's on Earth, because it is acknowledged that it is such a huge distance that Goku has a hard time locking onto any ki a distance away from there. It took everybody powering up together. So maybe Vegeta's just so far away he can detect it, so maybe while Goku was on Earth, before he went to train with Whis, he tried to merge it with just basic Super Saiyan, and after learning Super Saiyan Blue, he tried with that. That's the only instance where I can think reasonably he tried to merge Kaio-Ken with a Super Saiyan form in Super, possibly. But I could be wrong about that. And again, like, Super Saiyan Blue is clearly different from regular Super Saiyan. It's far, far more ki controlled by comparison. It's absolutely zero unnecessary ki leaking out. But those are just my thoughts. Again, I have nothing against Super Jaiyan. And in fact, Super Jaiyan, if you yourself happen to be watching this, I have nothing but respect for you. I hope to be like you one day as a DBZ YouTuber. I have nothing against you in any shape or form. I enjoy your videos. I enjoy your content. I am subscribed to you. I enjoy your channel. So, that said, if, again, you happen to be watching, thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And for those of you that may be subscribers of his watching, again, just know, nothing against Super Jaiyan. I have massive respect for him, man. I am saluting him right now, even though you can't see me do it. Because this is pre-recorded audio. I don't do face video much anymore. But I guess it about covers everything I wanted to cover in this video. I did type a basic, brief outline of what he said and essentially what I was going to say in regards to it, and I've pretty much covered all that. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Check out the official Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch pages. I'll link down below in the description, per usual. And please go check out Super Jaiyan's channel and subscribe to him if you haven't already. I'm sure he would appreciate it, and I would appreciate it if you would. At the very least, just check out his content. It's amazing. And again, do not, I repeat, do not go and spam him with hate or anything about what he said, okay? Only comment on his video about this if either you're letting him know I made this video, or if you are going to present a reasonable, intelligent argument against his video. Okay? Thank you very much. So, peace out, everybody. Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.